College basketball, Division III at Eureka College.
What was your favorite thing about being a student athlete?
Probably just the camaraderie, being around the guys all the time, going to, into battle and competition with guys like that. They kind of, you form lifelong bonds with these guys, still keep in touch with a ton of them. Definitely, your teammates and the camaraderie is definitely the biggest thing I enjoyed, man.
Anything you would change about your time being a student athlete?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd probably be more willing to listen and learn, not think I know and have all the answers all the time, be a lot more coachable for sure.
What mistakes in your career would you like these student athletes to avoid?
Probably just that, thinking you know everything, always having a response for something, especially to somebody who's trying to help you out, help you grow and learn and develop. So I think that would be the biggest takeaway for sure.
What type of advice would you give student athletes that are struggling to figure out what their purpose is outside of their sport once their eligibility is over with?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think, just try to find your purpose in your why. I think you can do that kind of reflecting on, what drove you in athletics, right? Whether it was family, whether it was, again, the camaraderie, whether it was, the competition or just getting better and better at something. I think once you kind of figure out your why, and you can kind of find a better path and avenue towards, what lies next after, athletics.
2 more questions, I'll let you go.
Yep.
What type of a career advice would you give them as far as, again, once that eligibility is over with, figuring out what they actually want to do other than sports?
Yeah, I would just say be open-minded, and definitely use your connections that you built through athletics. That always helps. See what other people are doing, pick people's brains, job shadow, kind of just, get as much information about whatever profession is that you're interested in before, you really dive into it so you're making the right choice.
And the last question, anything else you want to tell them that maybe you didn't cover already? Just advice of student athletes going through that process.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just, put your head down and work. Again, never think that you're too good to take advice from anybody. Never think that, your game is complete. Always be striving for more, stay hungry, stay in the gym or on the court, in the field, whatever it is that you're, pursuing.
I appreciate you, man.
Awesome, man.
Thank you so much.
It's really good to